Okay, now let's go over some things here. First of all, let's go into posts and get rid of this hello world thing here. And comments should have looked after themselves when we deleted that, and it did. Okay, now at this point, let's go through the workflow of what would happen when somebody comes to our site. So let's come in fresh. Of course, there's no post yet. So somebody's going to have to register. So this is the usual thing here. They're going to have to put in username and email. It emails them their password and they log in. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so after they get their email and log in the first time, we're going to want to go and change our password here. And we'll update. Okay, now if we go to dashboard, okay, there's some things that they're going to see here, and this is one of the advanced things that we're going to do later. But for now, let's go to the My Private Twitter homepage here. Okay, so hi Bubba, what's on your mind? Okay, so now, just like on Twitter, they can go ahead and post what they want here. Okay, and then they can tag it. So put tags here. What have you, okay? And they click post it. And there it is. There is his update. Okay, and then other registered users can come and reply. So they click reply here. And then, presumably it's somebody else doing this. Okay, reply. And there is our strings. Okay, so that's basically how it works. Of course, there's some other things up here. You can hide threads. There's keyboard shortcuts. Okay, so these are what they can use for their shortcuts. Okay, let's go back to the home page here. Okay, so that was a status update. Now, blog post is a little different here. It allows them to put in a post title. Okay, and then again tag it. And post. Oh, we forgot to put, we got to put our post in there. Actually, we just put the title in. Okay. Okay, so basically that's how it works. People can log in, they can post, they can comment, they can do a status update, a blog post, and they can quote up at the top here. Okay, let's log back in now as admin. Okay, first of all, let's go to plugins and let's hide the dashboard. So we're going to add a new, we're going to hide dashboard. Let's go hide. Actually, hide dashboard. Easier to find it. Okay, WP hide dashboard. Let's install it. Activate. Okay, so that's it. Now, when somebody logs in, they won't even be able to get to the dashboard. They can get to their profile editing page, but they won't be able to get here. Now, another thing we can do is rather than put this control panel here, we could just put a login box right here. Okay, so to do that, again, we'll add a new plugin, and the term is going to be login widget. Search plugins. We'll do the Ajax login widget. Let's install that. activate. Okay, now let's go back to Appearance, Widgets. Okay, let's remove this custom meta. Now, let's put in a login widget. Okay, now, okay, so we have, it says logged in as admin, log out, and then if we click on that, it takes us back to the dashboard. Okay, now let's log out. Okay, and now we have an interface where they don't have to leave the front page to get in here anymore. Okay, so they can put in their user here. You can have remember me, so it'll set a cookie just like the other one does, and this is where they can register and lost their password. So now you can do everything from the front page. Let's log in. Oh, didn't put that in right. Okay, and there we're back logged in as Bubba. Now if we go to Profile, you see that it just takes them to the profile page, and there is no dashboard anymore for them to go to. Okay, so that neatens things up a little bit. The last thing I want to show you that I promised you I would is how to use CSS to change the back end here, or to change the background. Now, if we look at the theme folder, let's go to our control panel. Okay, now let's roll down till we see files, and let's go into the file manager. Okay, find my Twitter, or whatever you named yours, of course, and we want to go inside here. Then we wanted to go to WP Content, Themes, and P2. Okay, then you want to go into this I directory here, and then into Backgrounds. Click over here. Okay, now these are our PNG files, or in other words, the files that form our background patterns. Okay, so now I could have just done all this in the background and shown you how to set the parameters, but in case anything changes, I'm going the long way here. Okay, so what we want to do is download this. Okay, so here it is here. So this is our bubble pattern. Now, all we really need out of this is the properties. So we go here and let's go to details, and this is the size. So we need 980 by 659. So let's open a notepad session and put that information in there that I already forget. Okay, 980 by 659. Okay, let's go to paint.net now. So now what you can do is you can create a PNG image the same size with the same name, or you can use an image you already have and load it in here and save it as a PNG image of the same size. But first, let's do a image and let's resize, and then let's make it the size that we have in our notepad here. So 980 by 659. Okay, so uncheck the maintain aspect ratio. 980, 659. Okay, so that's the size of our image now. Now what we can do is just put anything on the image we want. Okay, so I'm just going to draw some lines and stuff. I don't really care what it looks like at the moment, but you get the idea. So let's move these out of the way. Okay, now this is obviously a very bad background image. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a file, save as, and we're going to make it a PNG. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the name of the one we just downloaded. And then we're going to overwrite it. Okay, so it's pattern-bubbles. Okay, so let's save. Click OK. And there it is. Okay, now what we're going to do is replace this. Actually, let's rename it. So, in case we ever do want it again, we can bring it back. So let's name this something else here. Okay, now let's upload the one that we just created. Browse for it on our computer here. Okay, I replaced the old one here on my computer. So we'll upload this one. Okay, now what we need to do is change the settings. So let's go back in here into Appearance, then into Theme Options, and we need to change it to the one we just did, which was Bubbles, Pattern Bubbles. Okay, so let's do Bubbles and update our options. Let's go to our site. Okay, and there is our new background. So you get the idea, you just change the image for the background. Okay, so that's it. You now know how to create your own private microblogging site using WordPress.